At the beginning, it was very simple. It was very simple. Let's take something easy, for instance. You wanted to walk, and you walked, and no one asked you a question, and you asked the big question. You want to walk. What is the process of you wanting to walk? Why do you want to walk? I'm asking you why, and you're going to walk, and you're going to make a choice on why you want to walk. Why I want to walk? But I don't ask that question. I say, where do I have to go? Or where do I want to go? I don't say I want to walk. I'm going to walk to get there. Is that a verb? It's an action. The perfect and the imperfect, the imparfait. Where do we start to create the extension to Messer's grid? I want to extend that grid, and I want to have my own way of doing things. We all need our own ways, and through that, throwing it into the enigma. I like to call it the enigma because I think that was in the 40s what it was called, and I think that's like a machine that says, what does it mean, enigma? Enigma. And when I look at enigma, it tells me signs on sing. Ma. Okay, now, Ma, what is the female? And I was thinking, what's the female? What's the female? And the female is it the life that comes to Mother Earth? Or did the Creator come here and say, hey, look at this. I got all kinds of elements. In fact, I have the element, what do you call it? The elements table. And he said, hocus pocus, hocus pocus. Magic Tom. The hand is quicker than the eye. And when you have the seed, the earth, but you do not have the liquid in order to ignite the growth between the seed and the earth, and the seed eats the earth under instructions. Who gave the instructions for the earth to eat the seed, or the seed to eat the earth and grow? Who created those instructions? Is it a perfect world or an imperfect world for every single moment that is perfect? Then it is imperfect for the other side. The high side of the gear and the low side of the gear. It's the same gear that the chain passes in between. Pastels and colors. So I wanted to say something here. Pastels and colors. Yes, Angela. Yes, the lamb with a voice. The lamb with a voice, and it's molding. I mean, when I look at it, it looks like a tool, OUL, in your name. And I'm trying to, I'm just trying to, OU is where, to love where, to love where. I'm just trying to think, LT, to love the light, sound of the light. Anyways, I don't want to get into that. Where am I over here? So, should I do something about the days of the week? Should I do something about Mars? Oh, I got so many designs in my head. It's so crazy. That's why I wanted to go and talk about pastels. I want to talk about what was first. What can be first in colors? And if I had to go first in colors, give me my book with some paper, please. If I had to go first in colors, what would you do, right? If we had to go in colors, and we would take black coal, okay, and we can also have the gray coal, and we can also have the white chalk. right? We can go with white and black, but what is the surface? The surface we paint. According to the horses, the there are certain horses. You might see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Do you want me to do this thing on the horses real quick? And we're gonna go red, and then I'm gonna go. I don't remember, so I'm gonna have to look this up real quick. Hold on a second. Let me do this over here. Just let me look this up real quick. Give me a second. Okay, it's over here. Open a page. Okay, you got that. Okay. Okay. Hold on. I'm getting there. Okay, there it is. There it is. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah. So we have the number 1 has got a red cloth, and the red is number 27. I don't know if I should say cloth or if I should use the word cloth or what the real name is. And the number, okay, you see the number is white. And the number 2 is blue, and the number is white. And number 3, it is white, but the number is black. In number 4, it is green, and the number is white. In number 5, it is black, and the number is white. So now we see the frontwards and backwards between 3 and 5, and that's 11 craps. This is a direct connection to the moon. And when I do connections, the reason I do connections is because of this, what this tells me. Okay, and also how that design there, that one over, no, that one there. Okay, that's the roulette table. It's just a bunch of them. That's the betting board. And that's the design on the betting board that goes together. I think this is the penny that came off the market in Canada. And you have to pay 8.9 a cat, and then 1.2, and that's the 10 cents. And then there's further down there for binary code, your DNA, Earth bricks, the Mayans coming together, the bottom of the ace sticking over here. There's a whole bunch of things that are going on. So we're going to go to number 6. Number 6 is yellow, and the black number. Black number. Don't forget, 9 lives of the cat is an expression to number. The 7 is pink. And remember what it takes to make pink, right? White and red. And to make green, it's yellow and blue. And then that's the rest of these colors. So when you start looking at these colors, anyways, number 8 is gray with white. Number 9 is purple. Purple and white. So what happens over here now is we have number 4, okay? We have yellow and blue. So in number 4, okay, you also get 6 and 2. So it becomes 4 and 6 and 2. And the reason for that is create green. Green is number 49. Mathematically, it's 7 times 7. This is where Christ comes in. It's also a reflection of 4. This becomes 5 and 4 in this situation. The creation of this becomes a cat. Okay, so we had to create this yellow and blue, yellow 92, blue 40, 132. Take it away, it's 52 Earth. If it's minus, right? Minus equals 52 Earth, and plus, okay, I'm going to go to a single digit. I have to remember this. First, I'm going to go to the regular digit as 132, and then I'm going to go 92 over a cat, and 40, 2 plus 2 plus 0 is 2. 9 and 4 is 13. 1 plus 3 is 4. And that's right. It is the cat. 42. 5 to 9. Hey, Coochie Coo. Are you here because you know exactly what I'm doing? Okay, you gotta go. Gotta go. I can't do this. You're disturbing my peace, seriously. After. Okay, so this is what happens with the number 4, right? This is what happens with number 4. And then it happens again with the 7 pink. This one over here, the 7. When the 7 white and red come together, that is 65 and 27 equals to 92. You have the birth. And 27, 7 and 5 is 12. 1 and 2 is 3. And this is 8 and 3, that mysterious 8 and 3. This will create electric company. 3 by 8, 24. 3 plus 8, 3 plus 8, 11 equals 35. It is the same thing as 55. Heaven's creation, 5 times 5, 25. 5 plus 5 equals 10 equals 35. So you see what happens with 8 and 3 and 5 and 5 right now. The same thing also happens with 5 and 8. 5 times 8 equals to 40. 5 plus 8 equals to 13 equals to 53. Same thing. They create your Pegasus. So this is how the blue matrix of the red sun bring us to the spirit of 76, because 7 times 6, 7 plus 6 equals 13. '29 minus this equals 26, the God Queen to Pluto. I'm going to take a 2-minute break here. Just going to put the camera screen down for 2 seconds. All right. Got to get something to drink. Maybe I'll point it up at the ceiling. I don't know. Yeah. Hey, kitty cat. Oh, yeah. I'll be back in a minute there. Preparing a little dinner. Preparing a little dinner. Be back in a minute. Okay, here I come. Me and the cat. Okay, let me drag the camera down here. Thank you for waiting around for the moment. Trying to see where my screen is locked. Oh, because my cat is lying on the keyboard. That's just fantastic. Okay, and pushing everything on the floor. Thank you very much. Can't you go somewhere, please? There's not a lot of room. I can throw a string. What if I threw a string at you? You want a string? Here. Look what I got. Look what I got. You know what's funny? Half the time the cat won't get it, and I'm chasing it down. Go get it. Go get it. Go. Ugh. She's such a scaredy cat. Okay, let me see. Is this working? Yes, it is. Okay. Okay. Where were we? Okay, so I was talking about colors. When I left, these are what they do in the harness racing. They also have a difference. They also have it in the thoroughbred racing. They change the colors around. I work with North America because that's where my guidance river is. So we distinguish that the 7 is created from these two. This gives me the birth. It also, when it was the mind, let me see, 9227. That's 92. This way, it's 83, counting to a single digit, 812. Don't forget when it's 4 and 6 and more, it goes like after 4 and 6. After 4 and 6, when you have 4 and 6, that equals 1. You start over again. So you can't go past 4 and 5. And that's the sun fox. I call it in rotation. Row meaning gold, 38 gold, 33 in French. Okay. Put them together, it becomes the gateway 7105. Match up all the 05s. Where was I before the cat disturbed me? So 4-6 and 4-7 and 4-8 equals to 2 equals to 3. And this creation will show me creation through here, and that is Pluto. You're not a dog. You're not a dog. How did you get here? You're not a dog. Come on, little doggy. Come on, dog. Come on, my dog. I got a funny looking dog. I bet you know, right? This must be a rare dog. You're a rare dog? Eh? Look at that. Catch all them mosquitoes now. Oh, yeah. I love when you do that. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Pick my brain. Okay. Leave it alone. Okay. So we get 4 and 9 coming over here. Now, 4 and 5 and 5 and 9 are just opposites of each other. So is 4 and 8 and 6 opposites of each other to the 7th gate. This one is Jesus. What is my 7th gate? What is my dividing gate? My dividing gate is DC. DC to BG. 72 and 43. 7 and 9. It's going to be all the 7s and 9s, but this is in my primary creation. Okay, and the primary creation is just rebuilding and mirroring. 1 plus 1 is 2. 1 times 1 equals to 1. 2 and 1. 2 and 1. 2 and 1 equals to 3, and 2 equals to 2 and 3. And there's many other levels to do this. The opposite of the 4 is the 3. The voided area of the 2 is 7. Now, you might not think it's much, but it's just the truth. Every side is 9. There are 7 over here. There are 7 over here. Anyways, that's irrelevant. Doesn't really matter. This is one way. No, this is a mistake. This is a mistake. Oh, no, no, no. That's right. This is my 13 area. This is my 4, A, B, C, D. So when you're starting over on the next side, one side it's 4 and 5, and this is your sun fox. 9 times 6, 9 times 5 equals to 40, 54 equals to 45. And we now arrive in Jupiter. We're missing other numbers in here, right? And we all know which numbers they are. And I keep forgetting exactly how to say it because every time I see it, like the number 36. Number 36 is the creation of the 99. The connection, the birth, okay, to the receiver. I don't know if it's the iNet or the I1 into the receiver. This combination over here is actually going to tell you the numbers of 112. But it's really not 112. What I'm just disguising this as the saying when the I, okay, being in the bottom section, creates a 1. Okay, it is the Roman numeral 1. And this R is actually, I mean, for me, over years of doing this, I just accept this and this as being B and R, or 13 and 12. 13B and 12R. That's just the way it is. So this one will create prime number 7, and this one creates prime number 5. And you find these candles lit in front of the synagogue. I think one of the synagogues I've been into, right over here. And that's describing the moon. Bereshit. It's also, I'm not sure this is Beit Reish. So I don't know the value of Beit Reish, so I'm just going to look it up online. Let's see if it's here. Value of the Hebrew letters. I think this is 02 and this one's 200. So I think it's 202. And times 4 is 808. That's my bicycle cards. So, I mean, we know the prime number. Prime 9 is 14, right? This one's 9. And this one is the N letter. The N letter will create the I. The L letter will create the E. The M letter will create the G, G5. Do you follow where I'm at? It's not really clear, my screen, eh? Oh, yeah, so much better. So now if we want to create any other prime numbers, like number 17Q, we're going to create 17Q by R. R creates Q as I reverse alphabet. I 18, R 9, I 09, R 18. The position in the alphabet where these are. That's their position. There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. We've never learned. I've never learned any of this. I'm just seeing this now. This is the reality. Tell me that my reality is not clear. Tell me something about it. Tell me that it works. If you want to know what it does, okay, it systematically tells us stories, and we're just going to repeat the stories. And we're going to use first initials because the first initial, the first capital letter is always so important in the word. Always that first letter. First and last, how many letters are in each word? And we have to do it for children, how children learned. We have to make it basic. Which way am I going? From this corner to this corner, or this corner to this corner? What'll happen if I do it right over here? Or what'll happen if I did it with a space? If I repeated the space, maybe I'd get a gold ingot. Gold. You got a gold ingot right over there, right? But then that can be just the continuation of something. I don't know what it can be. I don't know. How would I know? If I don't design what is given to me right in front of me, right? And now, what was this to start with? Why was this over here? Oh, because I was doing the two of them? You mean one goes above the other? One goes above the other? Is this where the A comes in? I'm just thinking, and I'd have to do it that way. So now you'd have a cube here and a cube here, right? Cube here and a cube here. And the center of these cubes, I will draw a line. And by drawing the line, I'm now going 9, 11. That's a Roman numeral. That's an X. That's a 1. That's a 1. Use up as little space as possible. Get it all together. This is where love comes in. In French, right? Okay, just by knowing these lines, this is where love comes in, right over here. Here's one person here and one person here. Are they looking at me? Or is it two people looking at each other? It's like maybe it's The Simpsons. Marge? You know, it's not me who does this. It's the letter itself that just shows you different things you can do. Oh my God, the M is like some kind of, I don't know what's going on here, eh? You see what's going on with the M? Is that, I don't know, can the M be part of the A family? Can it be part of it? Is there something going on with it? I don't know. I'm just trying to understand. Am I going to put a cap on what wasn't this the M letter? Yeah, it was. You see, that's where the skull bones come in, because everything is about, they can't tell you all the information. There's just too much. You got to take your pen out. They're sending you the information, and you got to jot it all down when the stream opens in our minds. If we are, remember, this is how to in style entertainment. If we cannot go to the other worlds, and we cannot be in with this telepathically, and if we are actually fleshy robotics, then no matter what, fleshy robotics, or being able to talk, what do you call it when you talk when I send you messages like that, telepathy. So when there's telepathy, in any way, robotically or not, because the robots would be connected to the internet, they're always going in to get their information. They need to. They don't store it all online. There's not enough space. They need a lot of cooling off. Remember, no matter what, all robots need to cool off a little bit. Hey, man, take it easy. Did they call me man because I was recreated and I'm not actually female from the earth? Two gods. One is female and one is male. They got married. They held the ring together on this finger. And it's not on this finger for nothing that they put the ring. But is it the fourth finger or the second finger, or is it the seventh finger? Because first you have to go right before you left. If you left the house and you went right, or if you went right and you left the house, you're putting it on your left hand. What is the story? Do we need to get married? And what does it need to do psychologically within this mind. This thing here, if you think going out and having a good time just like that is going to always bring you that good time, but you can have that good time forever. Knowing the difference of what it means of having a good time, what it means to abuse, where is and what is the joy, and why should we and how should we understand the feeling of joy, the freedom where no one interferes you and you interfere nobody, where we flow with the ocean, there's a pop up and a pop down, but at the end, but the minds, there's so many minds thinking so many ways, brought into the world, fleshy, robotic, brought up, learning the things from their parents. Hey, you do it just like dad. Hey, you look just like mom. Hey, you look just like dad. Wow, I can't believe you took after your father, eh? People pushing you in directions, but not really knowing anything else. And if you ever heard it before, if you want to be somebody someday, you got to make the money. But it's not the money. It's not this money. It's not the material money. You need to have an exchange, a route of exchange that brings something, some goodness for somebody, that you can get something back so that you can feed yourself. Yes, eventually somebody will have a little bit more than another. They can't all be like you and me sitting at home watching these videos, wasting their time. How we are brought up is so important, and how we were actually brought up in the vision that I'm having and extolling to you. Please download all my videos, not for you, but for me, just in case you never know. Just download them. Somebody has to. This is why my channel is out here. I can't possibly, one person to remember it. I want to tell everybody where the money is. I want to tell everybody where something is. Something that if they take it away, they're only taking away goodness, and you can't take away goodness. You only can trash it and show it off even more. You can show off goodness all this time, but trash the goodness. Do you know why you're trying to trash? You can't trash it. And if you throw it away, no one will ever know what you're talking about. So you have to keep it in the public eye. What does the train say, choo-choo? What does the train say, choo-choo? So when you're eating, your mother says to you, here's the potatoes, we're going to make some tracks, and here comes the train. So what are we training to the student, to the child? There was a couple of words I wanted to do. I'm going to get off my jokes. I want to go back to where I was talking about, if you didn't know, we were talking about the letter M. We were talking about prime. Maybe you weren't aware that we were talking about prime. But I'm going to show you prime. Over here, the 7 is prime, the 5 is prime, the 9 is prime, the 17 is prime. 1 and 7 equals to 8. So right away you know that 14 and 17 come together. Number 31 comes together. And to create these two numbers, 2 and 3 will also come together. I'm not sure if it'll come together 2 and 3 this way or 3 and 2 this way. I would say 2 and 3 this way. 2 and 3 this way. Because 2 to the power of 3 and 3 to the power of 2. And in horse racing, their colors are inverted as well. And this is where Mars comes in. This is where 11 comes in. 11 comes in. And 11 is created from 15. 1 times 5, 1 plus 5 equals 6 equals 5. Plus 6 equals 2. 11. There we go. All the creation. So the O letter creates K. 11 and 15, the 26, the God, the Queen, the dog, the card, the game, the bear. And once you have bear, you have earth right away. EAR. I'm not going to finish it off. Okay, you have earth, you have birth. It's just automatic. We don't. And this is telling you about 12 and 13, the bat mitzvah and the bar mitzvah. It's telling you about DC. It's telling you about DC, 1 plus 3, 1 plus 2. It's telling you about DC, male and female. And not only that, but just to tell you that red, blue, hot, cold, Pegasus, purple, 88, 88, 34, 43, 40, 27. Now, what does this have to do with it? Because when you're hot, you're red. And when you're cold, you're blue. And when you put them together, red plus blue, it creates purple. Purple is number 88, and so is Pegasus, and so is purple. So that's how you get everything coming together through number 34 DC. But there's more than this 34 DC, because CLU, okay, and DMV, Department of Motor Vehicles, okay, is 444333, or the third letter and the 12th letter and the 21st letter equaling to 36, the fourth letter and the 13th letter and the 22nd letter equaling to 39. And this is also a representation of 10. It's also a representation of Saturn, sky, ciel in French. But when you say this, CIL, this becomes the painted sky. This will give you a total of 9. This will give you a total of 12. This is where, this is also 9 and 3 when you bring them together. So those are all your primes. So this prime, where's this prime? Oh, God, just trying to figure out. Okay, this one over here, when the 9 shows up, okay, this is your sun DNA birth. Your body is born before you arrive. This is through the gateway, 1 and 7. Stand on 17. This is a combination in French that will lead you through Mars, through DC. Your angel is going to come with you because it is the 18 that creates the 17. 1 times 8 equals 8. 1 plus 8 equals 9 plus 8 equals 17. Okay. The bricks that Moses put down. 2, 5. I'm getting a little, hold on a second. Okay. I got to show my face. I need to see others that are here. You're my energy. I know that I'm not alone. I can't feel alone. There's a stream going on, a river, a flow. When I do the work, it just keeps going and going. When I see somebody here, I know I'm not talking into the wind. You know what I'm saying? And since I started doing these live videos, I seem to be getting more and more information, because the minute I say something, it's like you're there with it. Maybe you can depict something out of it. Just one thing. There's just so many things that are going on. So many things that are going on. The way I don't know. I just have to. I saw a lot. Hold on a second. I just want to do this. And we're going to remove, okay? I'm going to see this question mark. Just want to remove both of them. This is like my alpha omega, but this is on one side, you know. You can also say this is the pillar bearing of a clock that's turning. If you want to look at, actually, it wouldn't be that way. It would be more like that. Because it's got to be on both sides, right? It's on both sides, but we're only on one side. We're not on the other side. We're only on this side. Okay. This thing turns. This thing turns. So where was I? Yes. So we have this route over here and this route over here. I'm going to try and explain it to you a little bit better. Okay. And what happens is between 12 o'clock, if you want to call it 12 o'clock, and why are we starting at 12? Is it because I have to go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? And then we go, do we go 1, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1 and 7 run the clock. I don't know why it's like that, but that's the way it runs the clock. And that becomes QJ. Don't forget, you have to plug into the passage to come into this world. You are always on Q. The Qs, the queens in the deck of cards, have all their eyes. And we're going to count the 8 above and the 8 upside down. The kings, okay, they have 3, okay? They have 3 times 2 eyes and 1 times 1 eye. And I think that's the diamond. Okay, so this is 6, this is 1. So they have 6 and 1 eyes. So this is right away talking about this dice cube over here. The queens are talking about the 8, and the jack is 2 by 2 and 2 by 1 eye and 2 by 2 eyes. How do you spell I? E-Y-E. 5 plus 25 plus 5 equals 35. I've seen that before, right? 5 times 5 equals 25. 5 plus 5 equals 10. 8 times 5 equals to 40. 8 plus 5 equals to 13 plus 40 equals 53. There was the other one. What was the other one? I like to remember these. I like to remember these. Yeah, 8 and 3. Yeah. 8 times 3 equals to 24. 8 plus 3 equals to 11 plus 24 equals to 35. But now minus 11 equals to 13. So now we have the cat, okay, the day, the cat, the creation. Okay, the pound with the 9 lives. And don't forget that Rubik's Cube. Okay, the center core, right, goes in 6 directions. So there's 26 blocks and 1 control. 1 control of 6. 4 and 2 is the movement. So anyways, the reason I'm getting to this now, I'm trying to see here, 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 and here. Let me see what's going on here. I'm trying to figure out what's being built. Is it a side of a building? Should I be coming down this way now? I'm just trying to think if I should come down that way now. So then I should have come down this way here. And we'd have this, and then this would be down like this. But one of them could have been a passage. I don't know. I don't know. And this is the same thing that the jack, all the jacks and kings are sort of wearing something that looks like this. I'm just trying to see what building that is. And now I'm going to have to do one on the other side, but I'm not right now. And then there's how do I do this? This? No, I don't like that. Something to do like this? No, I don't like that. I don't, so I can't figure out what has to be done to this one is, no, it shouldn't be like that. It's got to be like that and like that. I don't know. This one I like to just go across here. Okay, let me see. Yeah, okay. I can do that. Oh, yeah. Okay, I can do that. Okay. And I gotta see, how do I get what do I do? I go like this. Oh yes, like this to create the block passage on top so we can go all the way through the ribs. So what I was doing over here is, this is one side of the clock, and we're going to go 3 times, 4 times, 6 times. It's 6 times, okay, and 6 times 15. And then on this side, it's 6 times 15, and then 6 times 15. And this is 15 degrees, okay? And this is going to be 90 degrees times 4 equals to the 360 degrees that goes around, okay? And I don't know if this is going to be a windmill or whatever it is, but this is more or less called the half octagon. Okay, and we do know that the octagon 8 is also a directive of 5, because an octagon is a stop sign. And when you want to stop somebody, you just hold your hand up and you only got 5, right? You got 5 in one face, right? You're using all 5 sometimes. I don't know how it works. But anyways, so we have this over here. So we're going to live our life, not on this side. I'm going to do it on this side, but I like to do it on this side over here, because this side over here tells me a different story. So let's go 1, 2, hold on a second, 6 and 6. So that's 15 degrees to make me 90. I'm going to start off at, I'm going to go the first, I'm going to go 45. No, not 45. Hold on. I'm going to split it at 45. Let me just think. Okay, I have to split it at 45, 0, 45, 90. And I have to split it again, 22.5, 45, 6, 7, 5. Okay, so this is where the Fox Pass comes in. Fox Pass and Sun. This is, to me, this is where the moon connects, right? The reverse of 4, the reverse of 2, the reverse of 4, the reverse of 2 is 3, the reverse of 4 is 3. 4 is included in inside of 6, and the reverse of 6 is 1. So whatever it might mean to you. Anyways, I didn't want to get into it that deep. So this is this angle over here, and your next angle is your 90 degrees. Your next one, okay, I didn't do 6. This is not 6. I'm trying to think if I should have done 6. If I did 6, it would be, this is something I just thought of right now. So if I did 6, it'd be 15, 30, 45. Then it would be 60. Then it would be 75. And then it would be the 90. Now, the thing is, if you were playing tennis and you wanted to build this up against tennis, remember, I'm trying to create a situation here. Okay. So if you were playing tennis, it all stops at 30. And after that, it's 40. And then it's game. What is the number to game? Is 60 the number? So is it 15, 15, 10, 20? And then the next one is the moon and the birth. From Mars into the day of creation through the Fox Pass. okay, which is through number 66. 66, all zeros equals 6. Point final. I'm not going to explain it. I'm going to explain it. Okay, the O letter is the 15th letter. 1 plus 5 equals 6. Let's leave it at that for now, right? Another thing is, right, if this is turning everything around you, and it's on the other side of this, what is the opposite side? Boom. Your 0 is right here, all around 1. Your 1 is the core to the O. What is this? What does a tire look like? It's a 0. You have 6 because it's either this way or it's this way. In the heavens, you are born. Why? 1 dot, 1 dot, 1 dot. Is that what it is? 1 dot, 1 dot, whatever. I'm just going to do the dots, and then I'm going to do the 3 dots over here. Okay, and in this, you can create the H. But if you do the dots this way, you're going to create the I. 89 puts everything together. If you're looking at the Canadian penny, 1 and 2, and 8 and 9, okay, are all in the same boat. They're in the 10. When you go and if your bill comes out to 21, 22, 28, or 29, you will give them 10 cents. Or you will give them 0. You will give them even money. Right? The only time is, let's say it's $29, $28.98. Okay, you're going to pay $29. So it's telling you. So either it's double 0, okay, or it's going to be either to the 10 cents or the 20 cents or the 30 cents or the 40 cents or the 50 cents or the 60, 70, 80, 90 cents. Now, if you went to the grocery store and it was 29, 33, 34, 36, or 37, you're going to be paying 29.35, and so forth if it was in the 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, and 90s. So there's a whole story going on just by the penny being removed in the Canadian market. Okay, I just want to get back to this, but I'm going to do it on another page. I don't like the example of 6. Okay, I just want to show you the 90 degree. Okay, in this 90 degree, the division over here, okay, and I don't build a building. I don't want to see no buildings on the land, please. No buildings, no buildings. I don't want to see any buildings. Okay, okay. So anyways, you see, I messed it all up. Let me just go back at this. So now we're going to cut a 45-degree angle over here. This is the 180 degrees. This is the 270 degrees. And over here, it's 225 degrees. Now we take up area space. Just in 2 more minutes, please. 2 more minutes. So if we're going to take up area space, right, we're going to take up area space, and we're going to draw a line all the way down this way. Okay, in 2 minutes, please. Please, please. I do love you. I do love you. Yes. Yes, just lie down right there. It'll be just perfect. It'll be just perfect. Yeah, right there, right there. You're okay. Okay. So when I draw these, I have to count the line for usage of area space. Just like you have to count the walls. And we're going to take this and we're going to draw a line all the way down over here. Oh my God. Oh my God. Something like that. I'm just trying to figure out how it would have worked. Something like that. But anyways, the area space that it takes up, okay, over here on this side is 216, 225, 234. 234, 225, and 216. In order to equal to the 90 degree, we have to have a 4, an 8, and a 6. we have to have a 6, a 7, and a 5, and here we have to have 666 in order to formate this as 0. This becomes a 0, and this becomes the 90. This becomes a 0. This becomes a 0. This becomes the 90. This becomes the 0, 0, and 90. This is talking about the moon and the seconds, the half-life, the birth through Pluto. This is also talking about day and night because of what the mathematics do. This is also talking about Q, and this is your birth, and this is the moon. This, I can never really understand completely what this is. This has to do with creation through the sun. I have to put these two together. That is 4. I will put this together and make it 36, and that's your creation from 66, and that is woman, freedom. I have not done the word nature. I don't remember the number to mother, time, heaven, the word. This one over here is our vibration, and it is 666, and 666 is also a story. There's a story to 666. It's telling us about the cube. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go like this, like this, like this, like this, like this, and like this. And then I'm just going to draw a line like that and connect that right there. And the cube is 17 and 20. You stand on 17. Why is it 17 and 20? Okay, we're not going to count the center. The center one over here is 17. This one over here is 20. I only can use the upper one or the lower one or the other. I can't use both. There's a passage over here. This one is 39 and this is 35. This is where the 7th inning stretch comes in. Take me out to the ball game. We'll have some peanuts and popcorn and Apple Jacks and everything else. I think they said 7-Up too. This is also where 10 comes in. The electric company comes in. There's so many things that come in over here through this cube. So this is what's happening. It's why 666? Because 16 plus 17 plus 18 plus 19 plus 20 plus 21 equals to a total of 39 and 37 and 35 equals to 111. 111. This is the only place on the board where it's two reds, and 2 blacks coming together. Whoop, I shouldn't have gone down to here. That's a red. Why did I do that? Oh, because designing of the cube. Designing of the cube. Okay, sorry about that. Just going to do it like that. Can I do it I and I? When I and I come together, and then we're dividing the two sides. I'm just trying to think, but it doesn't look like the cube anymore. Just thinking. So this is this design. The 216 is because the diameter of the moon is right over here, and it's 1.5 times 1440 the minutes in a day. This one is locked up with the sun because of 2 and 2, and I don't remember the whole thing, but I do know that it is also birth because it's 9 times 25, and that's 9 quarters. So what has to happen in 9 quarters? Is it 2 football games in the first quarter of the next? Is it a basketball game? What is the quarter? 25 cents? There's 75 missing. That's going to connect you to the moon. Remember, there's reversals of every number, and they're telling 2 different stories. Although the math is the same, they're telling 2 different stories. One of the stories they're telling me is that it's 12 and 13 that is what created it.
13 is a prime number, but 12 is not. How do we create 13? 1 times 6, 1 plus 6 equals to 6 equals to 7. 7 plus 6 equals to 13. So you needed the 16th letter. The 16th letter P creates the 13th letter M, MP, 13 and 16. That's what math does. That's what math does. Anyways, Raphael, I'm tired. Thank you for being here, spending some time. I'm not really sure where and which, and there's so many little things to continue doing. Have a good evening and hope to see you tomorrow. I did not read any of the 13 and 13 and 13 is 39. Life of Phi, 444 as well. Begins at 40. 3 cubes, not 2. Right, 3 cubes. Here, working on a garden, just listening. Ace of Blades show. Michelle Taylor. I sent you an email. I'll take a look. Thank you very much. It's been a while. Yeah, we have to be cracking and laughing, but I'll tell you one thing, and you already know Jones, Mr. Jones, the man of high intelligence. Let's not talk too much. But if we are robots, we can mentally go back to the source internally through who we are, just believe, and then try to get out of your body. Just try to disconnect and reconnect. And the other thing is that we were mentally blocked, and we really can do telepathy. One of the two. We can do one of the two. We're already doing it. That's why we go to sleep at night. Regenerate. Thank you for watching this video.